Hey guys, Swarzide here for some Pokemon Red, and I'm disappointed in myself saying that this is post-commentary. Yeah, I don't like it either, but I've recorded this part twice already, and both times I've gotten just fed up with my commentary because it was crappy, and then I just ended up not editing it for a while, and then the commentary was kind of outdated. As in, I first recorded this part months ago, and I just did not get around to editing it, partially because of laziness, partially because, I don't know, I've just not been very interested. But anyway, it's long, and I just don't want to re-record it again, because I already did it once. So, we'll just watch, well, we'll watch and I'll talk while we go through this. So anyway, we're just kind of baiting these guys, getting Drake some experience, and that's the gist of it. We saw a Magnemite, which is an electric type. Ooh, burn. Magnemite's electric. It gets a steel type in later generations, but that's non-existent now. And, actually that sentence didn't make sense. Whatever. And then we fought a Voltorb, which is also electric type. Voltorb's known for explosions. Yeah, pretty sure it can't do it yet, but it does like to. And a nice potion there. And a rare candy, which is basically a free level up, which I believe we're going to immediately use upon Drake, because he needs it, and he just grew a level, so it's not going to harm him in any way. Pesky Zubat. So anyway, we got a bug catcher here, I believe. And we already knew that. You're not telling us anything new. And a Caterpie, no big deal. Yeah, once you get to this point, bug catchers should be no problem for you. And if they are, you really should not be playing this game anymore. Or you're doing a challenge run or something. In which case I commend you, but if you're not doing a challenge run and you're having issues fighting a Caterpie at this point, good luck with the rest of the game. Just saying. That was probably a button misclick there. I don't even know. But anyway, Metapod dies 1 ember. Yeah, this is kind of what I've been slightly against doing this lately. It's not as interesting. And I honestly tried recording some Fire Emblem, but it cut out on me, as in it died. I think I got a couple parts out of it, but I'm not sure if I want to do that and then just catch up. And I don't know, I haven't actually looked at the video that the computer restarted on yet. So maybe I can salvage that, maybe not, and if it does, you'll see Fire Emblem soon. If not, I'm going to have to re-record that, and that might take a while, because I gotta find a time when I can do that. So, easy bug catcher. I lost. Yep, you did. I did just realize that it doesn't show the Pokeball like it does in later generations when you've caught the Pokemon. Ooh, an escape rope. Escape ropes are nice because you can just use them to instantly get out of the dungeons, such as this one. And, well, it's really nice. And we got a Lass here who I believe has a couple Pokemon we haven't seen, one of which is Oddish, grass and poison type, likes using the powder moves and sleep powder and poison powder and stun spore. If you've got a Butterfree, you might have a couple of those moves by now, but then again, I am slightly over leveled, so you probably aren't to level 19 yet, especially with a Butterfree, because you would have had to grind that a lot. Ooh, Vacamagood level 20, very nice. And as I was saying, I was over leveled. Then we switch. Then we got BELLSPROUT, which is also grass and poison. It likes wrapping moves, which are very in this generation. I'm not going to slang talk. Yeah, I don't know why I was trying to make sense there. And even me saying I didn't make sense didn't make sense. Okay, let's just drop it and move on. So anyway, with the growth, I am saying so anyway. Pretty sure I was having an issue in the first recording of this too. That's very annoying. So with her out of the way, we can go down this ladder to a small portion of the basement first floor. And we got another rocket down here, but there's an item. TMO1, which is Mega Punch. And right. Yes, it is Mega Punch. We're not going to use that because I think I actually want that for later. Not entirely sure. Whoa. Yeah, there's an item on that rock there, so I was debating whether or not to go over there and check or not. But I would have fought the rocket anyways, so wasn't really much of a choice, but it's kind of nice to say you have a choice sometimes, even when I don't really. Yeah, you know, it gives you a sense of purpose, and it also gives. Maybe I was just bored and I didn't have anything to say in my commentary, and I hope it wasn't that bad. Oh, another burn, jeez. And I don't know if I mentioned this or not, considering I don't know what I've put up and what I haven't. But burn cuts your attack in half, which basically means Leech Life did less damage than before, even though it wasn't doing particularly much. And we got Ekans. We know, well, we've encountered Ekans. And no big deal. Poison Sting. Nothing. And the annoying part about these battles is it's just kind of monotonous, especially with the switching back and forth. It'll be so nice when Strike evolves. And speaking of evolving, we're one step closer at level 12. So, you are good. Yep. There's an ether, and I guess that sound plays whenever you find a hidden item. Because I've never noticed that before, and maybe it's just in red and blue, or maybe it's the ROM or something like that. Oh yeah, I remember this. I had a little fun with this Paris. Just watch. So as Paris is bug and grass, and both types are very vulnerable to fire, therefore an Ember does a crap load of damage. And the Paris died. I got 50 experience out of it, so it wasn't a total waste. And it was fun. You can't deny that that was fun. Not really exploring. I know where everything is, so that's not... kind of defeats the purpose of exploring, doesn't it? Kind of sad that our Magikarp is now getting to the point where it's a higher level than this random trainer's Pokemon. And it still can't do anything. One shot, very nice. It's always nice when we get to that point, that way the battles don't go so long. Please. And you're prolonging it even further by having 3 Rattata, I assume. I can never remember this trainer's Pokemon. I'm pretty sure I know every other trainer in here, except for this guy. I can never remember what this guy has. I know he has at least 1 Rattata, and I think his last Pokemon's a Zubat, but I'm not sure. I never think that he has... Yes, I was right. Okay, I never remember that he has 2 Rattata, though. Not that that's really relevant at all. Oh, it's not irrelevant, but it's not particularly important. That's the thing. Oh, and this right, level 10 Zubat will know Supersonic. And that did not quite kill it, and Leech Life will do 1 damage and restore him 1 health because the game does not like halves of health and it rounds up. So if you steal 1 health, you would normally get half a health, but you get 1 health. So that's the only way it's 1 for 1. Losing stinks. No kidding, dude. That's why I hope I can avoid it. And these Zubats are... Zubat? Not Zubat, Zubat. And then if we get up here, here's the ladder to finally move towards the exit of the dungeon. But up there is a moonstone, but the Zubat is apparently guarding it. But we can just run away and get around it. It works. And then we gotta fight this hiker who is very similar to Brock, so I was kinda cautious about this, but then again I remembered that Brock didn't particularly cause me all that much trouble. So I'm wasn't really worried. Although Vakama is getting pretty low on health, so I'm pretty sure I do use a potion here. Or at least pretty quick here. And critical hits make the battle quite a bit easier. And Drake has not grown a level in a while. Come on. Actually, it's just been a while time-wise, not really game progression-wise. And down to 20 health is not particularly favorable, considering I think his last Pokemon's an Onyx. And now we're down to less than that. And we're also getting pretty low on Embers. 91 experience, it's still not bad. And I'm pretty sure the Onyx will give a lot more. I love how they actually included some pretty good shading on Onyx's right there. Like, considering they only had 4 colors to work with, white, black, and the 2 grays that they used. They actually did some pretty good shading on it. Holy crap, oh right, critical hit, kill, 1 shot. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, these Gen 1 sprites use black, white, and 2 colors. That's all they do, and 35 experience away, jeez. And I think, well actually, you know what, I'm gonna cut the part here because I'm pretty sure I go back to heal and then we come back. So I figure, why don't we just end the part here, and that way it's pretty halfway point. Otherwise the episode's gonna go till about 25 minutes. So I'm gonna cut it here. So I will see you guys next time for more Pokemon Red. Hopefully, well, it'll be the rest of this part, but after that it should be going faster. So Zubat says goodbye.